Highlands Nordic. In this video, we're going to be talking about grip waxing. In this classic ski, we've already glide waxed the tips and the tails, as you should do with any ski. To learn more about glide waxing, you can check out our other videos. When we're talking about grip wax, this is a waxable classic ski. So you'll see it doesn't have a skin for grip in the middle, and it doesn't have a fish scale pattern. If you've got either of those skis, all you need to do is glide wax the tips and the tails, and you can check out our other videos on how to deal with those skis specifically. One of the first things you want to do is to slightly rough up or sandpaper the grip zone. That's going to really make a difference in terms of how well the grip wax sticks to the ski. For that, I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper of relatively fine grit 220. I'm going to just wrap it around the cork so I've got a nice smooth surface. And I'm going to just take a couple of passes in the direction that the ski's going. I don't want to be sandpapering back and forth across the ski. I'm just going the length of the ski. Okay. My next step would be to apply a base wax. So we've got a couple of different base waxes here. Now, base wax isn't something you need to apply every time out, but I would apply a base wax if I knew that conditions were particularly abrasive. So cold, icy snow that's going to tend to want to rip that wax off the ski, or if I'm going to go out for a long ski and I don't want to be having to have rewax partway through. So there we're talking about a ski that would be, in the neighborhood of 25 or more kilometers. On this ski, I'm just going to apply now a few layers of grip wax. The grip waxes come in a temperature range. And so if we look at, again, Swix uses warmer colors to denote warmer waxes for warmer temperatures, moving through to the blues and the greens, colder colors for colder temperatures. On each can of wax, there are actually two temperatures that are listed. One is for fresh snow, and the other is for older or transformed snow. And so the type of snow is important as well as the temperature. When we go to apply wax to the ski, we're going to apply this in a series of layers. So my first layer, I'm just going to crayon the wax onto the ski. So I'm getting a thin layer of wax throughout my grip zone. Once I've done that, I can take my cork and I can smooth that wax in. I'm applying gentle pressure, and I'm working from the ends of my grip zone towards the middle of the grip zone. I'm doing that so that I don't push the grip wax into my glide zone. Once we've got that nice smooth layer, then I can go ahead and apply a second layer. And I can cork that in just as I did before. as I'm corking this, I want to use light pressure. What I don't want to do is melt the two layers of wax together. I like to keep them as discrete, thin layers of wax. Once I've applied 2 layers, I can continue to apply layers as I need. So if I find that I'm not getting enough grip, I'm not getting really good contact between the snow and my grip zone, perhaps adding additional layers is going to help me get that grip. So typically we're applying between 3 to 5 layers. As we apply additional layers, we can start to work more just in the middle of the ski. So in this case, I'm going to apply a 3rd layer that's mostly underneath the ball of the foot. And again, I'm just going to smooth that out with my cork, avoiding any ridges or any big clumps. Once I'm done that, I do the same to my other ski, and I'm ready to take this out onto the trails. Okay, so we've been out for a ski on our classic skis, and we're not sure what to do now. The next time we ski, if the temperature hasn't changed dramatically, we can just apply more of the same wax that we used before. Just adding, this time, probably not 3 or 4 or 5 layers, but maybe just 1 or 2 layers to top up the wax that we already have. If we've had a dramatic change in temperature, we're going to want to get rid of the grip wax that's on this ski and start again. How do we do that? The first piece of equipment we're going to use is going to be a putty knife. This is nice, thin, it's a relatively flexible blade, and this is going to allow us to just scrape off most of the wax before we move into using a wax remover. So 1 pass is probably all that's needed to get most of that wax off. The next thing I can use is a citrus wax remover. Just a few little sprays of that, and we allow that to dissolve, and then I can take my cloth and just wipe that wax right off. Now I've got a clean ski, and I'm ready to start the grip waxing process all over again. One other thing to note, if we do need to redo our glide waxing, for example our tips and tails, that would be a good time to get rid of all of the grip wax, then do the glide waxing, and then lastly do the new grip wax. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section, or stop by Highlands Nordic and talk to us in person. We're always happy to talk about skis. So from the gang at Highlands, we look forward to seeing you on the trails.